Here at Crap Gaming, we take on all challenges, all sorts of things, and we do it in style. That's what we do, because we're Crap Gaming with another video. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing fun. Hope you guys are having a great day or evening or, hey, whenever the hell you decide to watch this, or if you even decide to watch it. If not, then to hell with you. But anyway, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic time. And, we are creeping ever up on E3, which I always like to refer to as Gamers Christmas. And it's always Gamers Christmas because, you know what? It's like Christmas for us gamers. We get to unwrap the presents, and hopefully Santa Spencer was extra good this year and gave us something good, because we're tired of getting coal in our Xbox stockings, ladies and gentlemen. We're tired of getting AA indies and timed 14-day exclusives that nobody gives two craps about. We want to see the meat and potatoes. We want the whole entree, the whole course, the 8-course meal. We want games and lots of them. We want gameplay. We want video games, AAA exclusives. Nobody cares about your little indie games, okay? And when I say nobody, please don't be one of those idiots that thinks that is actually nobody. Get a life. I'm just basically talking about like the majority of people, okay? When people are talking about, I want to get a PlayStation 5 for Ratchet and Clank or Spider-Man or God of War, or I want to get a PlayStation for, or an Xbox for Halo, or Forza Motorsport or Gears of War. Nobody in the history of mankind has ever said, I want to get an Xbox to play Ascent, or I want to get an Xbox because they have 6 months timed exclusivity on another Warhammer game. Or, wow, Stalker 2. Can't wait to get an Xbox for that. Like, it just isn't jiving. Or Crossfire X. Wow, thumbs up ski. Literally, people don't care about it. And when people say Xbox has no games, again, they don't mean Xbox have no games. They mean Xbox doesn't have any exclusive AAA games. Games, big bangers. Games that people actually want to play. It's like, I get it. Game Pass is a service, and, and Game Pass is this and that and the other thing, and it's old games or whatever. But a lot of us do indeed buy new consoles and new platforms for the ability to, play new games. But anyway, this isn't neither here nor there. I want to get into this because you know what? You know what I mean? I think that this is something that a lot of people are going to be talking about. We have some new information about the PlayStation 5, a new update, and it sounds delicious. I love it. It sounds amazing. You guys are going to love this too. When these platforms release, we're constantly getting lots of updates and things that improve the performance, improve the viability of these platforms, and I absolutely love that. I think that it's great. We have ever-evolving platforms, and we continue to see, things get better and better for all of us, and that makes me extremely happy as a fan, and as a fan of PlayStation and Xbox. It is nice to see these things nicely evolve. It looks like PlayStation has sort of taken the lead a little bit in terms of updates and what they're actually been doing. So this latest update from Sony, which of course I will link this in the description. You find, folks, anytime I do a video that's not an opinion piece, I will link in the description down below the article for it. Yeah, I will do that just for you because we're such good friends. High five. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You right there. You're the person. You're the person. Sony's released the official release notes for today's. Oh, don't forget to slap that like button for me. Slap your mama. Slap your grandmama. The software system update improves. Get this. System performance. They've also updated this DualSense wireless controller device software to improve stability. They fixed an issue that restricted the functionality on some screen when the screen reader was enabled. They've also fixed an issue where games that you've hidden on PS4 were not hidden on PS5. Let's see. They've also made the process of copying games from USB extended storage to console storage in the game library even more stable. And obviously Sony has rolled out a new PlayStation 5 firmware update, the PlayStation 5 System Upware Update 21.01-03.20.00.04. alongside a new DualSense firmware update. The update appears to be a minor one and weighs in at roughly 900 megabytes. As with most PlayStation system updates, only improved system performance is being mentioned in the release dates, with the DualSense stuff as well. Which is good to see as well. The update might also include a change to the PlayStation 5 game library, which does actually exist now. So again, this is really cool stuff. As said, there's also a new DualSense firmware update available alongside the new system update. The update fixes a bug with the controller's battery indicator, which I guess is good news for people that are having problems with that. The PlayStation 5 clearly available to everybody right now, but again, not everybody's going to be able to get this beast of a console. And yeah, that's exactly exactly what I think people want. When are they going to be able to get that? And now we know, people want their PlayStations, people want their consoles, and I think that's really good for them. I think that, Microsoft and Sony are onto something with these consoles. As a gamer, I love to see these consoles just go out there and just perform like no other and just do amazingly well. And it looks like that's what they're doing. And I know it seems like I'm extra hard on Xbox. I'm no harder on Xbox than I was on PlayStation in the early years. You can go back and look. I might have been harder on PlayStation because PlayStation was selling. So if you know what I'm talking about, like PlayStation was selling boatloads, and yet they weren't able to procure exclusives and stuff like that. But at least I have to say, to their credit, looking back, at least they were able to do certain things. Like, a lot of people thought Destiny was exclusive because the way they marketed it, and they had exclusive strikes and exclusive this and that. So they did manage to get. It does look like that is something that people are going to have to kind of look at, and then when they say, hey, well, what's going on with Xbox? Like, Xbox is really kind of, they're doing some of the things that PlayStation did back in the day, but they aren't getting the big games. You know what I mean? Like, remember how PlayStation really relied on like games like No Man's Sky and Entwined or whatever that is. But they also had the big stuff as well, like Call of Duty DLC and stuff to make it worthwhile. And that's the big difference between what Microsoft and Sony are doing, where Sony was making things worthwhile, Microsoft wasn't. They just weren't doing that, and that's really unfortunate. Hopefully, we do start to see some things kind of change and some things kind of update before too long, though, and we continue to get these great updates where performance is coming out, and some of these things could be preparing us for the day when we actually get the expandable storage on the PlayStation 5. I'm not sure what's taking so long with that, but at the end of the day, at least we can swap things around onto our other storage now, which I think is great, and that's a smart move. At the same time, I understand why people are upset, and some people think that should have been there right from the beginning. I'm one of those people. I think it should have been, but when you got top-of-the-line technology like that, I can understand why it was a little bit difficult to come by. So, hopefully we see some changes and we see some integration soon from that. But it does look like Sony is hard at work on iterating their console and making things the best they've ever been. Like for me personally, I'm looking forward to, hopping on Ratchet and Clank, obviously, and seeing what else they have this year. I want to see what they have in the upcoming years as well, because I feel like that's very important. As a console manufacturer, to get these to have these games, and and to get people excited about the future of the brand and things like that. And that's something that I think that Sony does incredibly well, and Microsoft could definitely use some work with. You know what I mean? But yeah, cool stuff. Check out the list of what this does. Maybe if you're one of those people having some problems with your DualSense controller, then now you're going to be able to kind of have a workaround for that, and not going to have any more issues with it. And I love that. Anything that helps out these consoles to perform better, or stabilize some of the performance. Hell, I would love Microsoft to come out with some stabilizing stuff for Quick Resume, which has never really worked right for me. Like, I've gotten a few games to do it, but for the most part, if any of these games get an update, the Quick Resume is pretty much pointless at that point anyway. So, with that being said, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart I'm starting over with the channel. It sucks. Everybody makes fun of me. Slap that like button because I make fun of people back. I like to call out the cowards of the day, the Griffin Gamings, the Review Techs, the Cold Eastwoods, the Dealer Gamings, any of them, any place, anytime, any channel. They want to debate. They just want to talk about my position versus their position. Get me on the mic. I guarantee it's going to go one way. My way, or the highway. You think you're special. You do. My way, or the highway. Slap it. Crapgamer out.